sweet on you too, like Miss Butters, you need this such and such, and you like, ooh.
No, it was like this one white guy that was like there, but he was like cool with all of us. Like he was cool with all the old heads. He wanted to know what to do and take his family down in Philly. He was from up there, so he was like, we all think I should go in. We'd be talking to him. He'd bring us food and shit like this. No, that was it.
So, you know, you get up there, and not every guard is difficult to deal with. You got some guards that are, like, cool.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee. First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on last year's national champions, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Take crazy stuff. They say moves.
What's going on with that? These questions,
The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Boilermakers offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
there he goes. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. touchdown doors.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the one team. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, baby.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
played so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Here's an open space downfield. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Got room to work. Stops at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic and intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. On target. He'll get a fresh set of down. Stops at the 31-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Shoots it to the left. Quarterback just flat, missed it. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front.
Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. We're just not able to be on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out of the screen to the wide receiver. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Finds the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for it all. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff to the single back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy's
gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
a nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Pass to stakes him still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Off the RPO complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that's a good example there of it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Turns it loose deep. He's got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker here. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40 and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
Turning it on! And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them, stash, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running to Green. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receivers finding that hole in the quarterback bonus stretch.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have...
And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14-2. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the... There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately
makes the catch down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
oh man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down on to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it shows.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.